300 years, science believed that the heart was just a blood pump, a magnificent blood pump. It does all this blood circulating without us even knowing, and so we should be very grateful for it. And one cardiologist I interviewed said that she graduated top of her class at NYU, and that she was specifically taught that when you go in there and you start either transplanting hearts or putting stents in there, you're working on a carburetor. So think about yourself as a mechanic. Guess what? Just recently, science has discovered that they were wrong. Think about our language that has endured for centuries. We say things like, take it to heart, follow your heart, let your heart be your guide, and my favorite, learn it by heart. The heart has its own mind, independent from the brain. It has its own logic that influences our choices and our reasons, and this is profound, truly profound information that changes our understanding of human motivation and certainly how we influence people in the workplace. And what's traditional leadership theory? It's the idea that we pay people as little as possible and we squeeze as much out of them as possible. And this is an idea, whether we speak about it or not, that pervades American business, has essentially been the way we've been managing people in the workplace for over a century. According to the 2012 report, 53% of Americans hate their jobs. One thing you need to know is it has nothing to do with this bad recession that we're just coming out of. A lot of people were really unhappy because they had to do a lot of extra work. People got let go, and they think, well, of course people aren't going to be happy. But in great environments and in bad environments, the decline has been steep and steady. Just 30% of all US workers admit to being engaged in their jobs. 18% of the American workforce admits to being actively disengaged. The word, I emphasize disengaged, but what I should have emphasized is the word actively. So what this means is that they've become so unhappy that they've become saboteurs. Parade magazine, late last summer, reported that 30% of American people would be willing to give up a very substantial pay increase in order to see and be present when their boss got fired. So it just tells you how the spirits of people are just becoming so beaten up. 21st century engagement comes down to feelings. How people feel about their jobs drives their willingness to be loyal, to display initiative, and to be productive, to be super productive. You know, like, I really want to put my heart into this and do my great work. And I can tell you, as I grew in my career, the more people, as I grew more and more senior, the people that I was surrounded with were more determined to do me in than to help me out. And I would imagine all of you are in the workforce and can probably personally attest to the fact that the way we manage people isn't working.